Welcome to LSU's Tiger Stadium after dark, an environment unlike any other in sports. Very intimidating for visitors. As they say, this is where visitors' dreams come to die. This is not just a regular matchup. Battle of top 10 teams, two teams colliding early in the season. One team can make a strong statement about the season ahead. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the third-ranked team, the LSU Tigers. EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. And they'll kick it off to get this season underway. You can feel the excitement here. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Finding some room at the 25. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Pulls it in. It's Coleman. Tough running there. Breaks a tackle, picks up the first down.
Chris, really, that's all you want to see from this offense is the ability to just be efficient. If you could just avoid the mistake, make those first downs, be a great compliment to what you want to do running the football. There's a great chance of putting enough points up on the board to win this game.
Looking to pass. It's Carr. The pass rush closing in. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and the rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
He's running out of time here. The ball is picked off. Brought down after a short return, but the interception gives the offense the football at the 40.
Oh, just a tough way to start this game for this offense. Throwing an interception on their very first drive. Now, see how their own defense will do, but they cannot panic, make a couple adjustments, and get ready next time they get the ball.
Takes the handoff, and he'll head left. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
2nd down after that previous play. And he's got it again. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He breaks into the clear. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. To the air, it's Collins. Looking to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, this isn't exactly how we envision this game getting started. You see an interception early, you're thinking, okay, great opportunity, bang, they throw an interception right back. So everything is even, we can start all over, and the offense comes back out on the field.
And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
What a surprise. Notre Dame running the football for another first down. Seems like we've been saying that for decades and decades. The ability to run the football, not just the backs that stand out to me when you think about Notre Dame's history. It's especially true about the line of scrimmage and those big offensive linemen opening up those holes.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. On the run, he'll let it go. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Bringing pressure. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Incompletion makes it 2nd down. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Pressure is coming. Got him for a sack. A big play made by one of the senior leaders of this defense.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Testing the defense with a throw downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Well, perfectly thrown football here, and this quarterback's got to be fired up. It's his first passing touchdown of the season. Here's the first of hopefully many more for this young man.
Extra point splits the uprights. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce. And he'll just lob this pass into the middle of the field. Oh, it's incomplete. Almost a disastrous play here on the opening drive. Going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, this defense has this quarterback rattled. An interception the last series. He almost threw another one.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Dropping back. It's Collins. Defense is coming after him. Dumps it down to the back. Caught. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
They're able to get a short gain to make this 3rd down a little bit more manageable. But it is 3rd and long, so this offensive line's got to be ready, do a good job of communicating, pick up any potential blitzes here on 3rd and long.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Sacked, dropped at the 3.
Chris, that's on the offensive line right there. They definitely have to be feeling responsible because it's almost like you didn't protect your little brother back there.
It's 4th down and a long way to go, but they're going to go for it. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. And it's incomplete under heavy pressure. A big 4th down stop.
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on 4th down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
1st and goal here for the offense. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He takes it into the end zone, but a marker is down, so hold on here. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. And they'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Notre Dame 7, LSU 0.
Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up with a 2nd and goal. Looking to score, they'll run it to the right side. Then he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Nice job by this defense on that 2nd down, so we now have 3rd down and goal. The offense could be thinking about 4-down situation. They need to put the ball into the end zone. They don't want to settle for a field goal here.
Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. 3rd and goal, looking to throw for it. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. That last possession, they got stopped on 4th down in their own end. Let's see if they can get it going this time.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And there's the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Crucial 3rd down play coming up. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. He'll earn the 1st down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the 1st down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the 1st and keep this drive moving.
And he lofts it toward the sideline. The catch is made for a huge pickup. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play, they're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. To throw, it's Collins. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. He's got a lot of time. Now sends this one deep to the right. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, this quarterback's got to regroup. That's his second interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. The defense swarms to make a tackle for loss on that 3rd down catch.
I really like the idea on 3rd down. I can kind of see the thought process there. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down. Sometimes that can work out, but the defense was just prepped and ready for it this time.
You cannot be serious. The head coach going for it. Backed up to his own end zone. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Running out of time in the pocket. That's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Great defensive play on 4th down.
Chris, I just don't get it. You're inside your own red zone, and you're going for it here? You might as well just give the opponent the ball and a chance to score an easy touchdown.
And on the carry, he's heading left. He's got some room. Can he get there? And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kurt.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Bringing it out. It's Young. And he gets it out to the 28, tackled right there. The clock has stopped. We've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. Last time they went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. The pocket, nowhere to go. That ball knocked loose. The offense recovers the fumble.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks, when they decide to pull the ball down and run, they've got to protect it. He left it out away from his body exposed, and it got knocked away. He's very fortunate he had a teammate who was able to get on top of it.
Pass protection, a serious issue. Another sack makes it 2nd and long. The sure hands. It's Bennett.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's 3rd down. Back to throw. It's Carr. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches to go.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. He cannot escape the defense with a sack. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit.
This is good pressure by the defense, and it just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
This pass rush has been a problem. Another sack sets up 2nd and long. The secondary backed up off the ball now. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. And someone moved just a bit too early, and it cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Important 2nd down play coming up. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Looking to throw. It's Carr. Quick throw to the left. Makes the catch downfield. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
What a huge play for this offense as this half is coming to a close. Here's where you've got to get a little greedy, because what seemed like a drive where you're happy to maybe come up with 3 points, now you've got a real shot to maybe put the ball in the end zone.
Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a 1st down. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And it's the senior getting home with the sack. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Pass protection, a serious issue. Another sack makes it 2nd and long. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. He's picked for a 3rd time tonight. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Chris, that's his 3rd interception in this game alone. If he's going to stay in this game, he's got to do a better job of protecting the football.
And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Oh, he's looking to throw. And that will do it for the 1st half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the 2nd half. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Oh, and he's got some space here. On the move. Can he make it? All the way for a touchdown. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point makes the lead 14-7. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Returner looking to create better field position. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. The Fighting Irish offense is back field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Looking for a deep completion. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Now, the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly, we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
On the ground, it's Young. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. And they'll go right back to him on first down. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
A gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8. The offense going with the hurry up. They'll ride the back again here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable, that offensive line, and they come through for you.
They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. That's reeled in. It's Flanagan. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. The defensive penalty is declined. Offense very happy to take the result of that play. Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Snags the quick throw. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
By the receiver. Picks up 6. And a first down for the offense.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. So penalty on the defense moves the offense 5 yards closer. The Irish offense comes up here on 1st and goal. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
And this big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this defense down here near the goal line. Another handoff to him on 2nd and goal. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now 3rd down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
They break the huddle for 3rd down and goal, and they punch it in from the 1. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he scores. Touchdown, Notre Dame. And now they'll set up for the point after. The PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the third quarter. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Makes the grab. It's Jackson. Finds room at the 30. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, it's great to see this quarterback from LSU make that throw and put it right on the money to pick up that first down. And I think that's the big thing that LSU fans want to see is consistency from the quarterback position. There have been moments where you've seen that. There have been other moments where they've been asking for more out of their quarterback. So you had the Burrow moment in 2019 that was historic, one of the best we've ever seen in the sport. But now you want to see throws like this and be a great complement to that running game, and then you become a complete package and a real threat in the SEC.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The back's got it again. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense facing a 3rd and short from the 41. Can they make the first down and avoid a tricky 4th down decision? Looks like he's going to run it. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, Chris, that's a great example of why we see these college football coaches bringing in baseball coaches to teach these quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy? Make sure he doesn't get hurt. That's exactly what he did on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and then pick up the first down.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Short throw to the back, an easy completion. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Now it's 2nd down here. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, look out, the football is free. The defense recovers the fumble.
Boy, when you're running your quote-unquote 4-minute offense, it's a combination of working the clock and getting productive yards. They were doing that. And then to end it with a fumble just ruins that opportunity. Now you give your opponent a chance to not just get the recovery, but a chance to go down and win the game.
Toss it to the back, running left. Gets some space around the 30. Fighting off the tackler. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
Fights through a tackle.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Getting set. Here's second down. It's a shotgun run call. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always brought... I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Need to pick up something here on third down. A field goal try here will be from 58. Dropping back, it's Carr. He's escaping the pocket now. Can't find anybody on third down, throws it away, and now fourth down coming up.
Oof, the risk of throwing on third and short. Lots of second guessing going over on that sideline about that play call. You got to wonder if they're going to go for it anyway on fourth down, but what will be the play call?
So tie game, fourth quarter. They're going to go for it on this fourth down. Clear movement before the snap, and it'll be a false start. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Tie ball game, late, and they're going for it on fourth down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up for the first down. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
I love the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little bit lacking on that one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board on that call.
Receiver in motion now. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down. And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. On third down, he drops to throw, but they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points, but they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on fourth and short.
So tie game, fourth quarter. They're going to go for it on this fourth down. Back to pass. It's Carr. The pass rush closing in. He's brought down. A sack will end this drive. Huge play here by the defense.
That's really good coverage downfield, and it just looked like the quarterback was waiting and waiting and waiting a little bit too long. By the time he decides to try to make a throw, nothing's open. And the result is a sack and a turnover on downs.
On the handout, they'll test the right side here. Gain moves the ball out past the 25-yard line.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Handoff in a single back formation. Looks like LSU has the first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Here's the handoff. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Critical third down play for this offense right here. Back in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They've got him, but not before making first down yards. They'll move the ball to the 41. And a timeout is called. They'll talk it over, tied late here in the fourth quarter. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. They'll run it to the left. Great cut there. He's found some room at the 45. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
And tackled after a small pickup there. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Back to pass. It's Collins. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion. The clock is still running. Up to hurry up here, but it's a crucial third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's running out of time here. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down. So on fourth down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
And a timeout taken by the defense with 30 seconds remaining. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. Here's the second down play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. He's got it for a big gain. And the offense will spend a timeout, stopping the clock with 22 seconds remaining.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. That's a great example that he's up to it.
That's caught. It's Young. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
A running back who can take a check down like that and turn it into a gain can be a quarterback's best friend. And it's an easy way to rack up those touches and get the ball to your playmaker in the open field.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Good enough for first down yardage. And the offense spends a timeout. The clock stopped with just 10 seconds left.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
First and goal, clock winding down. A great chance for this offense to get a go-ahead score. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. And a timeout is taken, just 2 seconds left on the clock. Coach elects to try for 3 points and sends out the field goal unit. So here we go. In the final seconds, one swing of the leg for the win. And no mistake, he knocks it through to win the game. Well, you love to see a game, Kirk, come down to the final possession. It was who's going to have the football last, and they were able to make plays and come out with a win.
Yeah, not only the final minutes, but the final drive. And that entire unit looked calm, cool, and collected. It was well called by their offensive coordinator, and this defense just couldn't stop them when they needed to.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this.